Most people think that The Running Man was just about survival, but when we take a closer look, the real weapon wasn't the hunters, it was the screens. Welcome back to Behind the Desk. In episode 2, we're pulling back the curtain on how entertainment can be control. The movie is set in the year 2017, the future, when it was released in 1987. America has collapsed into an authoritarian police state. The economy is broken, speech is being censored, and every form of media is controlled. How do they keep the masses calm? Television. Endless, violent, glamorous distraction. And the most popular show of all, The Running Man. A deadly game where so-called criminals fight for freedom against celebrity assassins while the world cheers. But here's the twist. It's all a lie. Oh, it's all a lie. The contestants' crimes are fabricated, the footage is rigged, and the narrative is carefully edited to make the government look righteous. The people believe every single frame because the illusion feels safer than the truth. Ben Richards, a police officer who refused to follow corrupt orders, became the next contestant. His punishment turns into prophecy. The man the system tried to destroy becomes the one who exposes it. Then there's Damon Killian, the charming show host played by Richard Dawson, smooth, smiling, adored by the crowd. He represents how easily evil can disguise itself when wrapped in charisma and applause. Behind him, producers literally cut and paste reality to shape the story they want you to see. Does this sound familiar? The chilling part isn't just the government, it's the audience. Ordinary people hypnotized by spectacle. They cheer as others die on live television. When they're told Richards is a criminal, they celebrate his death. When he rebels, they celebrate his survival. Not because truth, but because it's entertaining. It's a haunting mirror of what happens when empathy erodes and spectacle becomes the new gospel. From a biblical lens, The Running Man echoes 2 Thessalonians 2:10 through 11. They perish because they refuse to love the truth. For this reason, God sends them a strong delusion. Citizens in the film live under this illusion, numbed by comfort, blinded by media, entertained into obedience. Jesus warned the same in Matthew 24:4. Take heed that no one deceives you. Discernment isn't just spotting lies, it's recognizing when truth has been turned into a performance. Distraction is the modern cage. When we're glued to outrage, we stop noticing what's real. That's why Jesus withdrew from the crowds, not to escape, but to align with the Father's voice. 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Be sober-minded, be watchful." That's spiritual sobriety, staying awake in a culture drunk on content. So, here's the question. Are we still the audience, or have we become the contestants? Nearly 40 years later, The Running Man feels less like fiction and more like foresight. Reality TV, viral outrage, political theater, distraction has become a policy. King's story and its film adaptation remind us that when we trade awareness for amusement, we become controllable. Because the greatest form of manipulation is not fear, it's entertainment. If you haven't watched the 1987 film The Running Man, it's streaming on Netflix until October the 31st. I really encourage you to watch it this week, then come back here and tell me what you felt while watching, especially in light of what's happening around us today. What stood out to you? What parallels did you notice? Your reflections might surprise you, and they'll definitely prepare you for next week's episode. Next Saturday on Behind the Desk, we'll meet the rebels and the righteous, those who dare to tell the truth inside the illusion, and what their courage teaches us about conscience in a controlled world.